Hi, I'm Professor Juan and I'm back with a second role play, which is about clothing. Forgive me about the words that I mentioned in the tricky language. I only mentioned them just to keep the flow of the conversation, alright? The words that I mentioned such as chuvia, chuviaraqua, snoa, markea, nichoa, and ranoa. Alright, so I'm going to begin. Good evening, everyone. I'm a student of Professor Paulino Martinez Delia's secondary school of this amazing community of Santa Cruz Rio Venado. As you have noticed, people still dress in native handmade clothes, which I will describe briefly. But before I begin, I'd like to tell you that these native clothes are only fully used in weddings, quinceañeras' birthdays, and baptisms. Before I begin, I would like to put you up to date that I am going to use native vocabulary, words from my language Triqui Copala. These words are Ranoa, which stands for huipil, Chuvia, which stands for mariposa, Chuviaraqua, for mariposa del pecho, Snoa, for enagua, Marquea, for ceñidor, Nichoa, for palma. First, I will start by giving you a brief description of the women's complete outfit, which starts with the most useful garment, the ranoa. The ranoa is one of the most expensive and useful clothes for women. Long before now, it used to be made of cotton, but nowadays the thread is being bought in stores. The most useful color of the ranoa is red, even though there are other colors as white and brown. The figures that you can see are called chuvia. There are two kinds of them. The chuviaraqua, these are the ones that you can see in the front and the back. These figures are called the mother of all of them, and these are also the most difficult parts of the ranoa. Now, the chuvia, the figures that you can see all around, all over the ranoa. The back of the ranoa is decorated with a wide range of colors of ribbons, symbolizing the rainbow colors. These ribbons around the neck make triangle figures that symbolize the sunlight. Now, the other part of the outfit is the women's half-sleeve as undergarment, known as the snoa. It is black as you can see it. Even though nowadays they are decorated in other colors, the snoa is tied with a marquea, which is made with the colors that you'd like. The marquea is made with the same thread as the ranoa and the snoa, but it is also made from nichoa. Now, the words that I'm using from my mother tongue are the following. Royunga, which stands for pantalón de la región, ceñunja, which stands for camisa de la región, marquea, which is used for ceñidor para hombre, naveuja, for sombrero de palma, and finally, ratoyonca, for cotton or gabán. Today, he's wearing a blue, red, or yellow. Aquí depende de qué color de camisa usa, etc. Button up, so it will be like this, sería así. Today he's wearing a blue button-up color satin ceñunja, which is combined with a white royunca tied with a marquea. He's also wearing a navellung and a ratonyonca. All of this is made by hand by the native women of the Triqui Copala culture, except for the shoyunca, seyunja, naveñunja. These three garments are being bought outside of the region in communities such as Putla, Huxlahuaca, among others.